Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live from Beyond. I'm Kevin. I'm GMing today, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different tonight. Hold on. As last you know, if you've been watching the stream, Kitty Kennedy, our investigator, actress extraordinaire, was left in a precarious position, and tonight we're going to be sort of acting out what happened, perhaps mostly in her mind. During the interim of when she was away from the rest of the party, and we're gonna be playing a game called Everyone is John, but using Kitty Kennedy. So tonight is Everyone is Kitty Kennedy, and like I said, I'm gonna be GMing. These guys, they're playing. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and your character.
Hello, everybody. My name is the voice of Alex, and I'm going to be playing Kitty Kennedy tonight.
I guess I'm the voice of Kim, and I'll also be playing Kitty Kennedy.
Hello, my name is Dave. I am the voice of Kim. I am playing Kitty Kennedy.
My name is Robin, and I'm playing Kitty Kennedy.
Well, we'll see about that.
All right. So you guys have read the rules. To get started, let's. I mean, guess you guys are all the same character, but you kind of have your own stats. As a voice inside Kitty Kennedy's head. So let's go down the line, and you guys just tell me what your, I guess, skills are and your obsession. So each voice in this game has some certain skills that they can do, and something they're trying to accomplish. An obsession.
But I thought the obsession was
the obsession is secret. The skill
the
is
obsession is secret. Okay.
Yeah, because everybody doesn't. So you kind of keep score blind because you don't know whether everybody else scored, and they don't know if you scored.
Okay, fair enough. So why don't you guys whisper your?
Oh yeah, okay.
Why don't you guys whisper your obsessions to me? But we'll still go down the line and tell me your skills.
We should do one at a time, just so that everybody doesn't grab all the good skills. So like skill.
Sure, that's fine.
Oh, you can't have overlapping skills?
I mean, skills are kind of freeform.
I don't think there's like a rule against having overlapping skills.
But it makes sense if you guys sort of embody maybe different pieces of what Kitty Kennedy's personality might encompass.
Okay.
As far as your voices go. Okay. All right. Some of the obsessions are pretty good so far.
Got a message.
All right.
I don't know.
Right.
Hold on. I haven't thought of my obsession yet.
Okay, well, still.
Well, we shouldn't do it before the skills because it'll influence me. Just tell me how vague or specific should my obsession be?
So the harder it is to do, the more points it's worth. I mean, this is technically a competitive
Does the
game.
GM assign the points?
Yeah, I'm going to assign them. Yeah.
And it's 1, 2, or 3?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, or 3, yeah. But just so everybody knows, just so everybody remembers, Kitty Kennedy is an investigator. She's currently of a very unstable mental state. She's been rocked by several traumatic experiences in her investigations of the mythos. But before that, she was an actress. I guess by her own words, on the top of her game, but probably more realistically struggling to get by in New York City. And now she's found a new purpose in investigating the mythos, and it's been a roller coaster.
It's still ongoing, surprisingly.
Yeah. I mean,
she's going to go over the deep end.
I don't have her stats in front of me, but when I talked with Nick, he said that she had 1 sanity point left, which means that I'm not, I don't know the future, but I wouldn't say that it's likely that Kitty Kennedy will last until the end of the campaign.
I'm not a psychiatrist, but that's not a lot of sanity.
So her mental state is like I said, very precarious. So, anyways, enough preamble. Let's talk about skills, guys. So, do you want to go straight down the line? Start with Alex.
Sure.
Tell me one skill that you have.
When Alex is in control of Kitty Kennedy, Kitty Kennedy is exceptionally good at confusing people.
Confusing people, okay.
Confusing.
Okay.
All right. So the Kim voice kind of harks back to Kitty Kennedy's childhood, her first foray into performing, and her ability to juggle.
Okay. Sorry. So her ability to juggle is your skill?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Kitty Kennedy.
So when Dave's voice is in control of Kitty Kennedy, she runs very fast.
Okay. Okay. And Kitty Kennedy.
Dave took mine. Okay, I was gonna do when my voice is in control. Kitty Kennedy has excellent throwing skills, like javelin, baseballs. Babies. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So that's good.
You just killed a man with a trident. You should probably lay low.
So my second skill is going to be it comes from Kitty's long career of acting, and when in acting, you have to put up with a lot of characters that you're not, entire like people that you're not happy with. So it's slapping.
Slapping.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
My second skill again kind of speaks to the time, and as a young lady growing up in the 20s, Kitty Kennedy got her fair chance to dance. That was skill.
So dancing and juggling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Kitty Kennedy, what's your skill?
So Kitty's second skill also relates to her talents as an actress, and kind of really taking on a role and method acting. When my voice is in control of her, she has the ability to speak Spanish.
Okay, wonderful. And Kitty Kennedy?
Okay. What was Kim's last one?
Dancing.
Dancing. Okay. When my voice is in control, Kitty Kennedy is excellent at cooking.
Excellent at cooking. Okay. Well, it seems like this might get a little silly, but let's see how it turns out.
Well, is anybody doing 3?
Oh, that's true. Good point. Good point. Is anybody
I'm
doing
not,
3?
but
Maybe someone else. Trade off. Nope. Okay.
I think I have everything covered.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So to set the scene, you guys are you are in this labyrinth. You've been brought below the streets, or not below the streets of Bangkok, but through a warren of buildings in the city of Bangkok, far away from your home. After trailing the mythos, you're on the trail of this nectar den with several of your companions, and all of a sudden, as you're traveling, so you're sort of being brought through this labyrinth by these goons. You're trying to track down something you've heard called the Sweet Death Match. But anyways, as you're being led through these sort of warren of houses and back doors and things, is all sort of controlled by this gang. You're brought into a room with the what appears to be the gang boss, and he sort of laughs and he says, "I'll take the girl. It should make for an interesting fight." And before you know it, you're sort of whisked away from your companions. They seem startled, and before you can react, you're sort of separated from them, being dragged away by these two muscly Siamese Thai thugs. You're brought into a room, and you're sort of strapped down onto a table by these goons. Your arms are put into restraints, and you see a sort of a smaller man, like basically a midget, come out. And you see a small ladder is placed next to the table. You sort of struggle around, but the goons kind of grab you, and the midget takes out a little person. I'm sorry, you're right. Excuse me.
Not in the 30s, it wasn't.
True, but he's the voice of the narrator, not someone speaking right now.
That's true. Anyway, this little person takes out a vial of what looks like a yellow liquid veined with red, almost like blood running through it. And he pops open the cork, and the goons kind of like hold up your mouth, and they pour this liquid into your mouth. You can feel the warmth sort of begin to spread through you, and the anger begin to rise within you, and you start struggling around, and you're struggling, and then, the first scene's going to take place. So you guys will have to bid to see who remains in control of Kitty Kennedy. You can send your bids to me, just /W and then Kevin. And
so we all have to have each other's current will visible. So just right on top your character.
Okay, yeah.
So that
you can change your name probably to update it if you want.
Oh, so everybody needs to know what everybody else's will.
Yeah. So right now everybody's will is 10 because we're just starting the game.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do. Kevin's right. It's better to just do it in parentheses or something, something like that, so that.
Sure. Okay. We're just bidding an amount of willpower, right?
Well, that you whisper to Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just an amount that is from your willpower that we're bidding.
Correct.
So it can't be more than 10.
Yes.
Just gonna get water real quick. Oh no, here it is.
And there's no way to gain willpower?
There is. When Kitty sleeps.
When Kitty sleeps.
But the game ends when we all run out of willpower, so you are supposed to kind of gradually lose it, and then eventually we'll all be at 0, and
right.
Then we see who wins, or who will accomplish the obsession the most.
So I can't actually whisper anybody back because you all have the same name. The question was asked, do you have to bid anything? No, you can bid 0. Yeah. You can. Well, so technically, when you were to play, if you were to play the game in person, you could abstain from a bid, or you could also. So normally, you kind of hold your hand out with some number of tokens in it. You can also hold out your hand, but have nothing in it. I don't think we'll have an opportunity really to show that. Okay.
Oh! So,
the voice of Kim wins the bid. Kim, you lose 3 willpower, but you are in control. You could feel your heart beating, thumping in your chest, and everything starts to fade away. And all of a sudden, you as you sort of grasp your surroundings, you sort of come to, and you realize that you are on stage. Somewhere familiar, but you can see the audience out in front of you, and another actor. Oh, looks like we lost a camera there.
Hi.
Okay, he's not in control right now. I don't need him.
Yeah. So another actor is standing in front of you. It looks like he has just finished speaking, and he looks at you, expectantly, like your line has just come up.
I say, "How dare you!" and I slap him.
That's mine.
All right. So he gets slapped across the face, and he turns back to you. He looks confused for a moment, but then he slowly catches back up, and he says, "But Teresa, I love you."
He says, "Oh, Howard, I know you do." And she kind of falls into his arms.
Okay. He looks around maybe just a bit flustered. And he says, "But Teresa, we cannot be together. It's forbidden."
She says, "I know. That's why I'm so upset that you put me in this position. How could you even come here tonight?"
He says, "I could not stand idly by and allow you to be executed without seeing me one last time."
All right, I guess Kitty will turn towards the audience I assume there's an actual audience there.
Yeah, there's an audience. It's filled with people. Yep.
She says, "Is there no way you can rescue me? Take me away with you. Let's
She
please."
says that to the audience or to the?
She's like speaking, as an actor or actress.
As an actor. Okay.
She is acting.
Yeah. Okay, so
she has
this is
a dramatic pause in there.
yeah. So I think this is going to require a test of Kitty's ability to act. And so your skills were, I guess, juggling and dancing. So I don't think this either of those particularly
Juggling
applies.
the attention of this audience.
maybe. But so you got to roll a d6. But if you so what you're trying to get it to is a roll of 6. If you roll 6, you are successful. But you can spend willpower to I guess lower the threshold that you need to roll.
Do you have to spend it before the roll, or it's a thing you add on after? Okay.
All right, I'm gonna spend 2. Give myself
Wow,
50-50
money
here.
bags over here, flowing through the.
1 second. I'm being accosted by a cat. Right now. Actually. All right. 1d6 plus 2. Didn't have to spend.
There you go. You're great. Okay, so
I act the shit out of this.
yeah, so so it seems you feel the your stage presence well up within you, and you sort of cast about in a dramatic fashion, and you can see the audience. You can see there's not a dry eye in the house, and
A dramatic pause.
deep down that this is where you were meant to be on the stage. But even then, as the curtain falls down and the audience begins to clap, you can tell that there's just something missing. There's something that you've forgotten.
They didn't throw flowers at you. You're pissed.
Do you remember
Right.
how I got here?
No, you don't. So as the curtain hits the ground, your co-actor sort of slumps his shoulders and he says, "Kitty, what was that?"
He says, I don't know. I feel kind of faint all of a sudden.
You're not gonna go, that was acting? And just
No, and he says, No.
It's called acting, Howard. Try it one time.
Kitty, you were born to be on the stage.
Says, I know I only really feel alive when I'm out there in front of the audience.
He says, I think we should celebrate. Do you have plans tonight?
Says, no, and I think celebration is in order.
So as you say that, you notice some of the other people on stage, and some of them look kind of familiar to you. One looks like Gus Allen. One looks like Fritz. Oh my God. What is happening right now?
What is going on?
We're being invaded.
what is happening?
What is
Damn it,
happening
Kitty!
right
This
now?
is gonna wreak havoc on the stream.
Everything's gonna go off the rails.
To echo you earlier, Dave, this is about to escalate quickly.
This is about to escalate very quickly.
Even before me attacking anyone with a trident.
All right. Well,
I
you
really
get the
hope
stream.
he just stays Gandalf for like an hour.
All right. Let's give Kim a second here to fix the stream. I want to try to. What do the rules allow me to do in this situation? All right. So Kim, let's say seeing this, Kitty's gonna struggle to keep her composure.
Yeah.
So you will have to roll to keep your cool
As soon as she sees Gus, and a panic look enters her eyes, and and I'm just gonna roll straight up.
All right.
Running out of
Juggling requires a lot of composure.
juggling my emotions.
Can I get a reminder? Can the audience get a reminder about Gus Allen?
Oh, so Gus Allen and Fritz are two of Kitty's compatriots that are no longer with her. One of them was devoured by an ancient elder entity in the far future, and the other was blown up by a stack of dynamite.
Which is which?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I do want to know.
So Gus was devoured by an ancient elder in the far future, and Fritz blew himself up with a stack of dynamite as he was about to be devoured by a gigantic.
What were their relation to Kitty Kennedy?
The dog is this.
They were co-investigators.
Co-investigators.
Been through some harrowing times together.
Yep.
Battle brothers.
All friends.
All friends.
Cthulhu.
All friends. Okay.
No
so,
backstabbing tensions. All right.
So Kitty begins to lose her composure, and she begins. Her vision begins to spin, and she kind of like swoons and she heads for the floor. So you guys want to bid for control?
Yeah, we do.
All right. So Alex and Dave, both of you roll a dice for me, a d6. All right, Alex. So Kitty feels herself hit the floor with a thud. But just as she does, her eyes spring open, and she finds herself in a strange place. As she looks around, she can see that the floor is covered in straw. Here, let me change the picture here, and there's some sort of strange light flickering, casting shadows along the walls.
All right. I get up and head towards the light.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Sorry.
Singing a Golden Axe song that I made up.
Here we go.
Oh, you golden axe for spacious skies.
I'm going to try to move the image here.
For amber waves of grain. For Ryla mountains.
Oh man, I'm not going to be able to do this, am I? All right, well, I think I should really give up. Oh, here we go. Sorry, technical difficulties. Bear with me for a second.
Above the Dreamlands plains.
All right.
You know the song?
All right. So you, my God.
And Kitty's gone. So now you got to rearrange the stream again.
Come on, Nick.
Somebody ban him from coming in.
Well, don't rearrange it. Let's just wait and see if he reappears.
So you intend to begin singing, but you hear a sort of strange chanting coming from somewhere. As you look around, you can see that there's torchlight sort of shining through some sort of wooden slats, and it's kind of shining torchlight into the room that you're in.
Okay, so I get up and I peer through the cracks in the.
Yeah.
In the
so
wall.
you can see several robed figures, sort of standing there chanting in a circle in what looks to be like an old farmhouse.
Ooh. All right. Am I in range of any of the torches?
What does in range mean? Here?
Can I grab one?
Oh no! So you are sort of like in some kind of not room because there's no ceiling on the room that you're in, but like a somewhat walled off space. There is a door, and you can see on the wall there are several like hooks holding like farm implements.
I put my my mouth into the cracks of the in the farmhouse, and I attempt to pretend like I am the voice of whatever these people are trying to summon,
You
whatever.
Sorry, you add your voice to the chorus.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like purposely off.
He wants to go like, "Good job, I'm here, guys."
I'm trying to ruin their ritual.
Okay, sure. Okay, so you can hear someone like notices you and starts to head over towards the place where you're set.
Okay, I just kind of is there like a door or?
Yeah. There's one door.
Okay, I'll just.
There's also no roof. There's no ceiling. You could conceivably climb up.
Get your slapping hand ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Voice Dave voice. I lean against like the wall or wherever. So when the door opens, I'll be like facing the person.
Like oh, I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
All right. Okay. So the door opens with a creak, and you can see you can see this sort of hooded figure. Their faces in shadow. Standing there.
Oh, I say, the mouth take you well, shadow man in the face. And like I essentially just say that right to him, trying to divert his attention from my right hand, which is like wiping off the sweat and getting ready to come in for a slap.
Yeah.
So if my confusion worked, then I wish to slap the shit out of him.
Yeah. Okay. So you can go for it. So roll to this is gonna be a roll to slap.
All right.
Slap this. Catch this.
Oh, I did it.
Okay. Yeah. So because you have a skill in slapping, you succeeded on a 4, 5, or 6. Or 3.
Yeah,
plus.
4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
I wasn't sure if it's 3 plus or.
It's 3 or higher. 3 or higher.
Oh, 3 or higher. Okay, that's good. Okay. So you whip around and you slap him across the face, and the hood sort of comes off, and you can see the face of this person is Damon Smoke.
All right, I scream, I knew it! I knew it was you! And like, just try to. Is there any sort of exit or what's the nearest exit out of this?
So I mean, he's standing. Like I said, he's standing in the doorway, but also there's no ceiling to this sort of. It's just 3 walls, or it's 4 walls. One of the walls is like obviously the wall of the farmhouse, or the wall of like the barn or something. But there's no roof. You could climb up like into the rafters, but the only actual door is the one that this person is standing in. So Damon Smoke, another investigator, for the audience.
And so I say, I knew it was you, and then I kind of stop and I say, but then again, you're barely a man, Damon.
All right.
And
he kind of, laughs for a second. He says, "You always were a feisty one, Kitty, but the time has come. It's time to join the ritual."
So Kitty looks down. She's like, "Wait, is it Ugolanak or Golgoroth? Which one are we summoning this time, Damon?"
He says, "The Black Man, of course."
The Black Man. That's inappropriate, Damon.
It's a different time.
Still racist.
Kitty says, "Well, I don't know who that is, but when the
he says, "Does it matter anymore?"
So I begin to not slowly, just like back away from him, like away as far as I can. And just
so you're back against the wall. You can feel like several like farm implements as you press yourself against the wall there.
Right.
It seems to be like a pitchfork and like a shovel and like an axe.
I grab whichever one is the closest at random and I swing at his face.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Give me
Does
another
that
roll.
count as slapping?
I don't think that counts as
slapping
slapping.
with a pitchfork.
I slap him with a pitchfork. All right. I don't need any bonuses because 18.5% chance is good enough for me.
All right.
Damn it.
All right. So you swing out, but Damon like ducks under it and like comes up and like slugs you across the face with his fist. And I will open the bidding for who takes control next. All right, voice of Dave. You're in control. You lose 3 willpower there.
Woo. All right.
So you've just been slugged across the face by Damon. He's standing there and he says, "This is no time to mess about, kitty. The liar is nearly here."
Excellent eye roll.
Well, I certainly don't need to wait around for him, and I will run.
Just trying to push past Damon and head out the door.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So give me a roll to see if you can push past him.
So is this a physical, or is this go to my running skill?
I think this will go over your running skill. I think that's close enough.
Okay.
And so
Creating war.
it falls. So so you try to get past him. You kind of push your way past, but you tumble to the ground. Sort of hitting your head, and all of your vision kind of swims. And we'll open the bidding again to see who can take control this time. This might be. I don't know if this game is going to last until 9:30, but we'll see. All right, so Alex and Robin, why don't you both roll a dice?
I'm going to win this one, Robin.
A
Probably.
d6. Roll d6. Oh, all right, Alex, you're back in control.
Right.
You're back in control. So you look about, and you can see this circle of cultists standing around each other. And in the center, you see Echevarria sort of holding his hands as some kind of dark energy coalesces into them. And he holds them out towards a sort of young-looking man who, from the back, looks suspiciously like Edgar Job.
A youngish man.
And
Sorry.
And from up behind him, this sort of a twisted, snake-like appendage starts to rise up with a gristly, mawed mouth stuck to it, and it kind of dances like a serpent, enthralled by unheard music. What do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to put as many people between me and the mouth.
Okay. Well, so it's sort of in the center of a circle. So.
Okay, so if there's any door, I'm gonna see if I can make my way for the door.
The serpent is coming up out of a circle, possibly mouth, in the middle of the room.
It's sort of like a thick tentacled with a mouth on the end. Not really like
a sunflower,
Okay.
but as a mouth instead of a flower.
Yeah.
So a mouth, but just really phallic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kitty, you turn away as you hear the mouth turn and presumably flomp on top of somebody, and you hear the crunching of bone and muffled cries. You rush towards the nearest door and you pull it open to see a man standing there with a shotgun, pointed at the door.
Okay, I say, help! The mouth, the men, the gods, the mountain, and I just duck off to the side.
Okay, yeah. So he storms in and fires a shot into the air, and doesn't seem to get a reaction out of the crowd. You see a woman sort of running behind him with a pistol, and someone else run in with what looks like a rifle, and they begin shooting. You can hear the man in the center start to scream no, and the scene descends into chaos as you can see more of these mouths have sort of sprouted up out of the ground and are just chomping people left and right. There's screams of bloody terror and gunshots going off everywhere. Someone seems to have started. You see what looks like a Molotov cocktail sort of spiral through the air and smash against the ground and begin like a sort of an inferno. What are you doing?
Running
Running? Okay.
away. Yeah.
So give me a roll to
let
see
Dave
if
be in
you are how you fare in your fleeing through
Oh,
this.
this is the 6 I was looking for.
Okay, right. So so you sort of you sort of run, and like you start running around the door, and like a cultist jumps out in front, and you turn to run the other way. You can see that the mouths have sort of are no longer coming out of the ground, but have risen up. Whatever it was what they were attached to has risen up out of the ground, and you can see on many short, stubbly legs this white, putrid mass of a body, which these snake-like mouths are emanating from. Is standing on the ground in the center of what was the circle, and the last thing you see as you stand mesmerized is a lamprey-like mouth lowering itself down around you, as you descend into darkness. Okay, so we're going to start the next scene.
Okay.
Yeah, we're bidding. We're bidding. Okay. So I need Dave, Robin, and Kim to roll a dice.
Well,
Robin.
Working on it.
All right, Dave. We're back to you. You are you're sitting in a comfortable chair. You can hear music playing in the background. You can see that there's a crooner sort of standing on stage near you, and he's singing a song in Spanish.
Despacito.
Yeah, sing Sibone. All right, and you can see that there's like people dancing in front of the stage, and across you sits a handsome young man. He's got a boyish grin, and you can see he's reading a small book that says "Comunisto Manifesto" on the back.
Kill him, please, for me.
So you might not know, but this is Santiago Alcatruz, Kitty's beau, I guess, if you want to count this in time from some point forward. Anyways,
Wait, the little boy is?
he's not a boy. He's a young man.
he's just got a boyish.
He's got a boyish grin.
How old is this child that can
He's old enough. He's like 25.
All right.
Kitty will say, "Hey there, stranger. How did you get here?"
And what are you speaking?
Oh, speaking Spanish, obviously.
All right, fair enough. So, give me a roll to speak Spanish. You told us this is your skill. I feel bad if I don't make you roll. There you go. Great job.
Expert Spanish.
So, he smiles and looks up from the book and he says, "Kitty, don't tease. You know I can't stand it when you do."
Oh, but where would be the fun if I didn't?
He sort of chuckles and he says, "I love this band, don't you?"
Oh, it sounds quite nice. Have you heard them before?
Yes, of course. I invited them to play here.
Oh, you must be so well connected.
He says, "Well, I need to do something to pay the bills here at La Paz. They give me the opportunity to use my connections. But my true passion is philosophy."
Oh. And what is it that you philosophize?
He says that we are all one brotherhood of man, that we should join together, that the workers should control their own fate, not some corporate or some bureaucrat sitting. So you have to give me a roll to maintain your interest.
Understand
As he,
communism.
Maintain my interest, yes. I didn't
That's going to be like roll to comprehend
Focus.
the Communist Manifesto.
roll to stay awake.
Santiago drones on.
Okay. All right. So no dice. All right. So you begin to your eyes begin to sort of drift closed, and we can open the bidding. And this bid is gonna. By the way, I'm gonna. Whoever wins this bid, I will get to choose whether Kitty will actually fall asleep or if we will continue the same scene. Whoever wins this bid, I can go either way. All right, Kim, that's you.
All right. Kitty kind of snaps back to it as her eyes kind of just waver for a split second there.
Okay, fair enough. By the way, I'll keep in mind if you fall asleep, everybody gets back a willpower.
No, screw that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Race to the bottom here. It says, "Oh, Santiago, I admire your passion. I simply can't follow. Why don't we dance?"
He says, "But of course, I think they're about to begin their song, and I simply love it when Richard Sterling sings this song." And you look on stage and you see Richard Sterling standing there. He's actually the singer, and behind him, several familiar faces play the rest of the instruments.
Wait, what familiar faces?
Oh, Gus Allen and Damon Smoke and Harvey and Jacob. Jacob's on the I don't know, what do they call it? Xylophone.
When we get what's his face? The last night of Malta.
The last night of Malta. That's good. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Speaking of Jacob, we lost him.
All right. Well, that's fine. He gets up to dance, and he holds out his hand, smiling proudly.
Kitty eagerly takes his hand and falls into the dance floor.
Okay, so he begins a sort of complicated step. You're not sure if you've seen it before, but you try to follow along. So why don't you give me a roll to see if you can figure it out on the fly?
Quite skilled. Or not.
Oh no!
Not this one. I know every other dance.
All right.
I'm distracted by Richard Sterling.
You need 3 feet for this one.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, you normally be able to figure out this dance, but the people on stage begin to like take more and more of your attention, and the music begins to drown everything else out until you feel yourself begin to like rock back and forth as your eyes roll back into your head.
Do we know that we've lost Dave?
We do know that, but there's not too much to be done about it until he comes back. We've gotten quite used to Dave's inability to stay in Roll20.
I wasn't sure if he needed us to pull him back from another dimension,
Well, he may need that.
Chanting ritual.
Well, let's do that to Gus if we know how to do that.
Okay, so you guys can bid for control of this next scene. All right, Alex and Robin, roll off.
Brown, here's that 6 that I've been wanting.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Dave's back. Okay, so you sort of open your eyes, and everything all of a sudden seems so much clearer. You look around the room. You can see that there's an electric lamp overhead casting a pale yellow light onto your surroundings. You're in a sort of rickety metal bed with a thin mattress, and you can see there's cinder block walls, all painted sort of not very attractive color of beige, and there's a single metal door leading out of this room with what looks like a sort of a slit along the top, where about eye level.
Like a
yeah.
Like a letter. Is there anything else in the room?
Yeah, there's a small metal stand with nothing on it, and that's it.
right, well, I'll look out through the little hole in the door.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to change the picture again because I can do that.
Wait, when you say a metal stand, what do you mean? I'm picturing like a music stand.
No, it's like a small metal, like maybe like the size of a nightstand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. It's not really a thing I can throw like a javelin. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to look out through the door slot.
So as you try to get up, you notice that your hands are fastened to the bed with leather straps.
Can I undo them? How loose are they?
Well, why don't you make a roll to see if you can undo them? They aren't particularly tight. You might be able to wiggle them off.
I don't really think that cooking helps me here.
Cooking up some trouble.
Oh,
Ugh, get out.
And that's all, folks.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 1 willpower. So I do 1d6 plus 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Good. Well spent. Well spent. So
Okay.
you managed to you notice that you sort of like shake a bunch, and your wrists become you notice are covered in a thin sheen of sweat, and you manage to slip one out from these leather bonds that were not quite fastened tightly enough, and you reach quickly over and undo the other one, and then lean down and do the same to your feet.
Okay, then I want to go look out through the door.
Okay, so as you get up, you sort of approach the door. You lean up, or you step up on your tippy toes to look out of the slit, and you can see that the door kind of just slightly comes ajar with a metal on metal groan.
I want to look out before I open the door, though.
Okay, so you can see into a sort of poorly lit corridor.
That was funny, Alex.
So you can see into a poorly lit corridor. You can hear sort of a scratching coming from somewhere nearby, but you can just see sort of across the hall to the door of another cell or patient's room, however it is.
All right. I'm gonna call out the door like, "Hello, is anyone there?"
So you hear no response, but you continue to hear like a scratching noise.
Okay, I'll creep out into the hallway and go towards the door with the scratching noise.
Okay, so you notice that there's sort of there's a corner in the hallway, and there's a ladder set up there. But it's such that you can see that there is someone at the top of the ladder. You can see their legs because the electric lamp sort of shining down, but the rest of them is from the waist up is cloaked in darkness because the lamp kind of shines down at an angle, and that part of the corner of the ceiling is not illuminated.
Where is that from the door with the scratching sound?
So the scratching sound seems to be coming from whoever's doing something up there on the top of the ladder.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the ladder and like yank it down.
Oh, you just want to yank it straight down?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Well, like kind of towards me, so the ladder.
Okay, so you're going to have to creep forward, and in order to not startle this individual, to yank it out from under.
I mean, to be fair to my role, I don't really care if I startle them. I don't mind just like running at it. I don't think they're gonna like carefully climb down.
Well, I mean, so they're gonna be able to. Do you want to push it out from under them without allowing them to like get down? You're just gonna run towards them.
Yeah, I just want to push the ladder out from under them. I don't really care if they notice me doing it or not.
Okay, well, I'm saying that you're not gonna be able to push it out from under them if they see you coming.
Okay, then I need to roll to be sneaky?
Yeah, to sort of creep up.
I'm gonna.
I agree.
Ah.
I don't like it. Yes, dog.
I'm gonna spend 2 willpower.
All right. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so you sort of creep up, and you just like shoulder yourself into the ladder, and you hear someone go, "What the? Whoa!" And they like crash to the ground. You could see it's sort of an older-looking man. You would recognize him as Douglas Henslow.
If I knew who that was.
Yeah, so he's someone that Kitty met in a sanitarium in Georgia. To wit, he would be one of the people you had seen in the scene before in the farmhouse. He was one of the people that ran in with a gun, but much younger in that scene. So, anyways, he's sort of like he kind of like holds his head and says, "What the hell?"
Say, "Oh my word! What are you doing here?" And then I want to slap him.
Okay, yeah, roll to slap him.
All right, no willpower for this.
There you go. You slap him across the face.
I'm inspired by the other voices in my head.
Big red hand mark right across the face. He says, "What the fuck? God damn it!" And he sort of like stands up and he's just going to try to like push you over.
Slap him again.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just want to like grab his hand as it goes to push me and try to slap him again.
Yeah, all right, give me a roll.
Just come down the other way.
Just
Backhand.
called a double slap.
I'm very distraught.
All right. So he like pushes you over, and you stumble like over one of the legs of the ladder as it's behind you, and like you fall down. You feel your head smack against the ground, and we will open the bidding.
I'm going.
All right, Dave and Alex, please roll. There we go. Okay, so
all right. So he slaps me, right?
Yep.
He like pushes me.
He pushes
I slap
you
him right back. It's like now it's getting exciting because now
you're gonna slap. No.
Kitty.
Sorry, no. So, so as you fall, you feel your head smack against the ground, and as you shake your head, you can hear a familiar humming noise.
Who's it coming?
It's coming. It's quite comforting at this point, and you know it well as you spent many hours in its presence, and you feel beneath your hands, and you feel the comfortable leather seat, recliner seat of the silver sable beneath you. You sort of glance to the side, and you can see starlight, winking outside the window as you pass through the clouds. This is the airplane which they used to fly around.
God, those seats look so spacious.
I go to the front, to the cockpit, to the front.
Okay. Oh, so you stand up, right? You can see several familiar faces in the cabin around you. Janet Winston Rogers is there. Santiago is there.
Santiago's sitting next to the emergency exit. asking for a friend.
He is. You can see several other people that also look familiar to you. You can see your dear friend, Mr. Abernathy, sitting there, who was from very early in the campaign. But the cockpit is up ahead. You can continue.
Okay, I continue to the cockpit.
So you open the door, and you can see that there's some sort of discussion going on. You can see Frank Kearns sort of sitting there, and he's got like a map open, and he's talking to Gus Allen, who's sitting in the co-pilot seat. They seem to be having something of an argument about something on the map.
All right. As exciting as that sounds, the reason for the cockpit is while walking there, I keep an eye out for any parachutes that are out and about.
You know what? I will let you spend a willpower to have there be a parachute next to.
Done.
Okay, great. So yeah, there is a parachute fastened to the wall next to the cockpit door.
Okay, I take it off
Okay.
and wear it like a backpack.
Okay, yeah, you strap yourself in.
Okay. And then I proceed to the back of the plane. Very casually, I strut down.
Okay.
With
So,
the parachute on.
Casually strut.
Casually strut.
That's right.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. So as you're sort of
Don't mind me.
stepping back, you can see Santiago sort of awakens and he sees you and you see a smile come across his face and he sort of reaches out for your arm.
I reach out for his arm, but I reach right past him and I try to open the emergency exit.
All right. So he looks startled for a moment and he tries to stop you. So let's see if you
Why would he do that?
make a roll here to see if you can open the emergency exit. Why would he do that?
Wait.
Every reason.
Yeah.
The plans that this can make a success. Wait,
Doesn't he trust me at this point?
Just trying to open a window for some fresh air.
Alright. I'm gonna spend 2 points.
Oh,
Okay. You only have one left then, right?
I'm left with 1.
Okay, fair enough. All right, 2 points. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, great. All right. So his eyes sort of like widen, but he's too slow because you are determined. You reach over, you pull back the lever, and the door like pops off, and you can hear like the air begins to get it sucked out of the cabin here, and so Santiago sort of gets pulled out. You can see he wasn't wearing his safety belt, or they didn't have him then.
No parachute either.
And he grabs onto the side of the bulkhead and his legs like fly out the door. And he's like, you see he's holding on there. The cabin is in disarray. You can hear people screaming. And he's like he's like holding on, and he's sort of like gets his arm around part of the bulkhead.
Slap him.
And he reaches his other hand out to you. And what do you do?
I slap him.
You slap him. Okay, so
So it's gonna be a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna slap him on my way out the plane.
oh, you're going out too.
I'm going out. Yeah, that was my goal. I didn't care about everybody else.
Okay, great. Okay, so roll to slap him as you dive out of the plane here.
All right. Well, no slap.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you sort of jump forward to slap him, and you both collide and you both go flying out of the plane, and we'll open the bidding there to. Some of these bidding messages are pretty good. All right, so Dave, I'll give you the option. Do you want to start a new scene, or do you want to continue this one?
Oh, let's continue.
Okay, great. So you collide with Santiago, and he sort of flies out of the plane with you, and you can see some other people are getting sucked out of the plane, and you're in free fall. You can see that there's nothing but sparkling water below you, far below you, and you begin to plummet, and you can see several others plummeting alongside you in the night. But you can just sort of tell. Let's go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You can kind of make out just from the size of the figures who some of them might be. But what do you want to do here? What's your plan?
I was going to say, I want to look around. Do I see... Wait, what time of day is it?
It's night. It's nighttime. You can see that the moonlight is overhead. There's not that many clouds, and you're sort of... you're still
so romantic.
Above some light cloud cover, but you can see below the clouds is the moonlight reflecting off the ocean.
The best date you and Santiago have ever been on.
Can I see any lights that would be from land?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you spend a willpower if you want, and you can be above. Yeah. So you can see that there's a coastline not too far away. Yeah.
Okay, I will turn myself into a human arrow and head straight for that coastline.
Okay, you could see the other some other passengers from the plane like sort of plummeting along with you. Do you want to try to intercept any of them, or you forget it?
Forget them.
Okay.
Not even Santiago.
I hope. Wait. Did I see Santiago fall?
Wasn't he?
Yeah. He's outside the plane for sure.
Okay.
Well, he's like you like collided with him. Shouldn't he be like right there?
Well, I think we jumped out, tried to slap him, but he was still hanging on.
Maybe he's close enough you can still get back over there and have another go at that slap.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I get back on the plane. No.
I pull Santiago back onto the plane and then slap him off again. All right. So you were doing what?
I'm heading for that land like an arrow.
Okay. So let's see. Why don't you roll to control your descent here?
Okay. I'll spend a point. Oh man, I'm gonna. Ooh, yeah. I guess.
Getting down to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you begin to shape your body into an arrow, and you begin to streak towards the land, but it doesn't seem like you're going to quite make it. And at the last moment, you begin to you see the water coming up. You pull the ripcord of your parachute, but it's too late, and you feel yourself splash into the water too fast. Everything goes dark, and let's take a little break there.
Oh,
5-minute break. And we'll be back in a few minutes. So you plunge into the freezing water, and you can as you dip under the salty waves, your vision begins to fade. And did we bid? Yeah, we need to bid again. All right, Kim and Dave, you guys both get to roll. All right, Kim.
Oh my god.
You feel the you feel yourself coughing and seawater kind of pour out of your mouth onto what looks like a stone floor.
Kind of try to get back on my feet, and I look around.
Yeah, so you sort of look around and you can see your companions all around you in a small pyramidal chamber. Outside, you can see that there are slits along the walls, and outside you can see what looks like an alien landscape. The ground is red. And there are sort of these purple, trees is the wrong word, but for lack of a better word, there are this purple, fauna of some kind. And above it all, as you look up, is this gigantic orange. Sphere is the right word, but it's just massive. It's covering most of the sky, and outside, hovering on the ground, you can see that there's sort of a ruined set of buildings outside of this small enclosure that you're in, this small stone enclosure. And outside, you can see that along the ground nearby is a ruined set of buildings and ruins of similar fashion to the one that you're standing in, but like I said, ruined. And floating in the middle of it is a huge mound of flesh, which sort of floats there. It's indescribable in its
Awesomeness?
dimensions. Yeah, and
non-Euclidean almost.
Yeah, it's clearly an entity of some great and terrible power. And your companions look around, terrified.
Is Gus there?
Gus is there. Yeah.
All right. Kitty will immediately grab Gus's arm and say, "You have to get out of here. You have to get out of here now."
All right. Gus looks you in the eye like stone cold, and he says, "I can never leave this place, Kitty."
No, it's not true. We just have to run. We just have to leave right now.
He says, "There's no running from this."
We have to try.
Let's get somebody with a running skill in here.
We don't have anybody like that.
He says, "We can't run from our fate, Kitty." And he sort of steps towards one of the slits. They're wide enough to climb outside of it.
Tell me, Kitty says, but can we juggle it?
Kitty says, "No, not again, not again."
All right, so why don't you give me a roll here to maintain your composure? Yeah.
Maintain
All right.
3 composures.
Let's start the bidding. All right, Alex and Dave, both you guys roll. All right, Dave.
All right.
All right, Dave.
High roller.
What do you want to do?
What just happened again?
Right, so Gus is sort of climbing out of this pyramid. Just for some background, this is the way that they met this ancient elder entity, and this is where Gus met his
fate.
His fate. Yeah.
And he's trying to climb out of some window.
Yeah. So there are sort of slits in the. So you're in the inside of a pyramid shaped room, right?
Okay.
And you guys basically, the investigators had figured out how to make this room transport itself between times and places. Anyways, one of the times and places was here, in front of this entity Golgoroth, and there are slits in the walls. They're large enough to climb out of. They're not thin slits, but they're long and tall and thin comparatively. And he's sort of climbing up out of one to get outside of the pyramid.
Can I want to look outside the slit. I mean, is it do you fall to your death?
No. So it is on top of an actual Aztec pyramid.
Okay.
He's trying to escape, even though he just was you can't run from this.
And he's like, no, you can't do that, but I'm going to.
Well, he is climbing towards this creature.
Oh, the creature's on the outside.
Yes, it is. It is so large that it could not possibly fit in this room.
Okay, I was with you, Robin. Yeah.
This creature's 4 stories tall. It's sort of floating. So as you look at it,
he's let me get closer.
Yeah. So it looks kind of desiccated, it's wounded, deteriorating. You can see it has some limbs, tentacles. Some of them seem to have fallen off or lying on the ground. It looks like it has wounds and sores all across its body.
Do I know how to make this room teleport through time and space?
Hard for me to recall. I believe Fritz is the one who did the ritual to have it transport.
Okay. So going outside leads me to Golgoroth.
Yes.
And are there other doors?
There are other slits on the other sides, but there doesn't seem to be a lot. So it seems to be that you're on some weird alien planet.
Gotcha. I will. Maybe they've got some cool things on that planet. I don't know. I'll go out the other side away from Golgoroth.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So you hop out and you begin to you're standing on the outside of this pyramid. It's a step pyramid, and you can see that this planet sort of extends away from you. It's this weird red, sort of almost fuchsia colored planet, and there's purple foliage. And as
Does it look like they have any vehicles there?
No, absolutely not. In fact, it looks like whatever was here is basically now more or less destroyed. This seems to be this is almost like a post-apocalyptic. Do I have any pictures for this? I need to look. It's almost like a post-apocalyptic landscape.
Okay.
But so as you step outside of the pyramid, you are immediately struck by what is above you, this gigantic orange orb, which seems to be some kind of planet that you are orbiting. And it just immediately fills your entire attention.
Okay, I look at it.
Yeah. So as you look up at it, you get the distinct sense that it is looking back at you.
It's never a good sign.
No, I don't like that.
Oh, no, it's fine.
I say hi.
Right. So
I don't want to be rude.
so you gaze up and you.
Spanish?
How do you say "I see you looking" in Spanish?
All right, so I will let you try to communicate with this the vision which is cast upon you.
Okay.
So you have to roll.
Does that go to my Spanish?
Yeah, I'll give you a free single point for your Spanish skills. There you go.
I'm communicating.
Okay,
Se habla español.
so you sort of reach forward with your presence and attempt to communicate with this creature or this entity or this presence, and you can immediately tell that it is beyond the concept of communication. It isn't even like, as far as you can tell, something that is fully aware in the sense of, that you understand as you understand it. It just is, and it is gazing at you, and it sees you, and that is all that you can tell about it. But it's also more than you can comprehend.
But you go with "Hola" anyway.
Hola.
¿Qué tal?
Fair enough. Okay. So you can see one of your companions sort of scrambling out of the pyramid to try to pull you back inside. And it is... it's Jacob.
Oh.
Just got interesting.
I will say, you don't know me. And I will slap. I will slap.
All right, roll the slap.
Your microphone is super crazy, Rob.
Your microphone's right here.
Well, you're really far away from your mic, Robin. It sounds like.
Okay, yeah. So you sort of slap him across the face, and he grabs his face and tumbles out of the slit and begins to roll down onto one of the first step of the pyramid there.
All right, I run.
You're gonna run?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you begin. You're gonna have to run down the side of the pyramid here, which is a treacherous sort of activity. So
I run fast.
Yeah, you have to roll for that too.
Ooh.
All right. So we'll start the bidding. You guys are looking kind of anemic there. That's not allowed, Dave. Integers only. All right. Okay. So, Alex and Robin, why don't you guys roll? All right, Robin.
Okay. Kitty Kennedy, I'm currently running down the slope of a step pyramid.
Step pyramid, yeah.
Because I want to get towards the planet.
Well, so you begin to run down, and you trip, and you begin to tumble, and you're sort of falling, you're tumbling, you're sort of rolling head over heels, and then you manage to catch yourself, and you are in a different place. You notice that you are in what looked like a set of stairs that seem to be leading downwards.
Is anyone else with me?
No, not right now. You can sort of hear like a sort of echoing chant coming from below you, and the air is just humming with this almost otherworldly energy.
I can't see anything above or below me.
No, so the stairway sort of descends downwards. You're like.
I mean, doesn't it also ascend upwards in that case?
Yes, it does. But you're facing downwards.
You might be at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, that's right. That's fucking right.
Am I? Is there anything?
Well, so you're at the top of one set of stairs, but there's a set of stairs behind you
That goes up.
So yeah. So excuse me. You're on a bit of a landing. Yes, there is a set of stairs behind you that goes up.
Being railroaded by the GM here, I feel like I'm
Slap.
supposed to go
Slap.
in a direction. I really want to go up.
Okay, you can go up.
All right, I want to go up.
Okay.
I'm not sure what just happened.
So you begin to ascend the stairs, and you can see that there's a door at the top of the stairs, and you hear like a sort of a clicking noise coming from the doorway. So this door is at the top of the stairs, so the top step is right in front of the door, and so you're sort of
yank the door open violently.
So you as you approach the door, you turn the handle. It seems to be locked, but you hear something like going on with the door handle. Just this sort of like a clicking, something scraping on the other side.
But I can't open it.
No, as you turn it, it's locked.
All right. I want to call out, you'll have to find another way around, dear. This one's locked, and then go down the stairs again.
Okay, so as you call that out, you hear like a click, and the door handle turns, and the door opens to reveal an Italian man, somewhat sharply dressed. He he looks like Nicola, which is Kim's character currently in the campaign, and he says, "Hello."
Hello. Do I
says,
know him?
Yeah, you know him. You know Nicola. He's one of your companions.
Okay.
He says, "How did you get on the other side of that door?"
It's a very long story. Come down with me. We have to hurry. I gesture for him to go ahead of me.
He looks confused. He says, "I have a feeling you people aren't telling me everything."
We have to go. We have to go. Come on. Let's hurry.
All right. He says, "Well, I've come this far," and he follows you down.
Okay. When we get back down to like closer to where I was before.
Yeah. So you reach that landing
Going
again,
down?
and you can see that there, where there was just a pile of barrels, there is now an armchair there, and there's a man sitting there, like smoking a pipe.
Okay. I want to push Nicola down the rest of the stairs towards the guy with the pipe.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You can roll to try to push him down.
No, wait. I should throw something at it. Okay. Can I throw him? Can I throw him down
bodily?
the stairs?
You can. I mean, so I'm confused with the difference between throwing him and pushing him down the stairs is.
what I'm skilled in. What do you think the
Pick
difference?
him up and throw him as opposed to just, push.
Right.
Lift
All right.
him and throw him.
Someone's power gaming over here. Yeah. All right. Sure. You can throw him.
Yeah.
Or not.
All right. So you sort of grab him by the belt and the back of the shirt and just toss him down the stairs. And you as he like sails, you can see him like look back with a look of terror on his face, and he just falls down the stairs in a tumble and lands in a crumple at the bottom of the stairs. And so the man in the armchair sort of stands up and he says, "Oh my God, what have you done?"
Throw him.
Yeah, I want to go down the rest of the stairs towards armchair guy.
Yeah, so you can see he's holding a book. It says on the cover, "Cults of the Axumite Empire." He's got a pipe in one hand. You recognize this is Fritz Dreckner, another one of your companions. And he says, "Kitty, what have you done?"
I want to yank the book out of his hand and say, "I've done what I've needed to do," and throw the book at his head.
All right. Roll throwing, I guess.
I'm trying here.
Oh, critical hit. His
Yeah.
head explodes like a melon.
Right. So the book lands square in the middle of his face, and he goes, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" And he's going to he'll pull out a revolver.
Damn, Fritz.
Okay,
you know what?
I'm gonna
He
just
pulls out a fire axe.
like break down crying and be like, "Oh, Fritz, I'm so sorry. Everything's just so confusing. I don't know what's happening."
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to roll acting.
I'm gonna spend 2 willpower. That's a no.
All right, so please bid.
I failed. What's up? What's going on?
Oh
Yeah,
no!
we're bidding. We're bidding.
Oh, dang.
You could
What?
bid, Russell.
What is that?
A bomb dropping slowly.
It sounds like.
Oh, sorry. That's probably like a plane flying overhead here.
Okay.
I just need a bid from Robin.
Sorry. I just can't. Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right,
Sorry.
Alex, Dave, and Robin, you guys all need to roll.
Here we go. Yes, I win.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Robin.
Robin, it's 3 in a row.
Oh, wait. I don't know if I rolled properly. Did I? No, I did.
Yeah, I
No,
guess
you
you can put a
didn't. You
space
No.
there.
actually, Dave.
There was an extra space in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Played yourself.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah?
I gotta figure out what I'm at.
Guys, I didn't roll properly either.
I think you are at 1, Robin, actually.
2 and then 1. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Get close to the end here.
yeah, it's getting right down to it. I don't know if you guys can see the scores, but Alex has 1 willpower, Kim has 0, Dave has 1, and Robin has 1. So, all right. So,
But I'm
Fritz-
still driving the ship.
Yeah, you're still driving this ship. So Fritz, you know, you could see the anger in his eyes, and he says, "Kitty, sometimes we have to fight," and he's going to take a swing at you with the axe.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna duck. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge it. Try to dodge it.
Okay, yeah, roll.
I will spend my last
Ooh.
willpower.
And
I'm working on it.
ooh,
Oh, well.
there we go.
Didn't
Okay,
need it. Didn't
so
need
you
it.
like duck under the axe, and or you step to the side, and the axe like buries itself in the ground, and Fritz begins to like trying to tug it to pull it up.
Run. Kick him. Throw him.
Throw another bucket.
Hook him. Hook him.
Ah,
Eat him.
I wanna grab the axe.
Yeah, great.
Because we all want to grab the axe.
That's what I want to do. All right.
All right, so you grab the handle of the axe and it comes out of the ground, and like Fritz has one side and you have the other side, and you're like tugging for it. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I'm gonna roll. I assume.
Well,
Do
yeah,
I need to roll?
but I mean, so you've both got you both have a side of the axe. I mean, if you just want to drop it, you don't have to roll, or if you want to do something different, then just try to tug it out of his hands, or you know.
I want to try to tug it out of his hands.
Okay, all right, then you use roll. There you go. So you pull the axe out of his
roll.
geriatric hands.
Roll,
and he-
Fritz.
And he looks at you and he kind of holds up his hand. He says, but Kitty, it was just a joke.
Poor choice of last words.
Yeah.
He says, we must work together. We have to fight what is down below. That's what they want, for us to turn on each other like this.
I have to throw it at him.
I'm sorry, Fritz.
I would like to throw it.
I have to throw this axe at you. There is no other way.
I don't know. Viola, what I really want to do is juggle it, but yeah, I want to throw it at him.
All right. Yeah, so you
I should do that.
pull back the axe and hurl it at him.
Roll.
There you go. It like lands in his chest and blood like spurts out. And he like collapses to his knees and he says, I did not think it would end like this.
Me neither.
There
What's
was
his name
a bunch of
again?
Dynamite.
Fritz.
Me neither, Fritz. Me neither. Sometimes things just turn out that way.
Wow.
Skipping out the door.
All right.
Cold-hearted.
And scene. Okay. So you're going to continue down, or you want to go back up, or what?
Oh, there's more stairs down? I thought we were
Yeah, there's more stairs down.
I would like to take the axe and go down.
Okay, great. So you approach the next. You take the stairs down, and there's another landing similar to the first, and you can hear the chanting sort of growing louder. The thrum of energy is increased in intensity, and you can see a woman there in a white silk nightdress. Her hair is very well kept, and she seems to be wearing finery, and she's like looking down the stairs, sort of like leaning against the wall, like half hidden, if someone were to be like looking up.
Throw the axe at
Oh,
her.
sure.
No, you retrieve the axe from Fritz's body.
Yeah, I just said that before.
Oh,
I said I want to
okay.
take the axe and go down.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, wait, how far? Okay, yeah, no. I just, upon seeing her, I throw the axe at her.
You just the person. All right, yeah. Roll to throw the axe.
I mean, I hit.
Got it.
Oh, you rolled again?
Yeah, that's my 3.
So the axe lands in her back, and she like turns around. You can see, although it doesn't really matter anymore, as she's dying, is Olivia Clarendon. Your at one point,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. She's dead.
Who is she?
So blood
I want
begins.
to know who I'm murdering.
So she is. You met her one time. She's sort of your idol, and she gave you some advice, which
loved
may
her.
or may not have been good.
I
Anyways,
want to grab the axe out of her and go. Her name's what? What's her name?
Olivia.
I want to go. Olivia, no! I'm
She-
so
she-
sorry. This
she's a-
world is just so crazy. And
She's
take the axe
she's a
and
movie
keep
star.
going.
You take the axe and continue down the stairs.
Yeah, while yelling my apologies for having just murdered her. Continuing on.
Okay, yeah. So you continue down the stairs. The chanting grows ever louder, and the energy even more intense. And you see a landing down below, just like the ones that were up above, but you don't see anybody on it.
Okay. I keep going.
Okay, so you step down to the landing, and you can hear someone like has like as you step out onto it, you can hear someone that's like hiding up against the wall, and you hear a click, and you turn around to see Damon Smoke there with a pistol pointed at you.
Oh, Damon, I'm so happy to see you. Perhaps you can help me.
I have to dispose of
I'm
some
holding
bodies.
this axe for a minute. Okay, so you're gonna have to roll acting because Damon doesn't trust you.
Like in the game.
And I already used it. I know this is one, but I used up my last one.
Oh, you did. Okay,
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
looks
Yeah.
like you did, yeah. Okay, so Damon says, "Not this time, Kennedy," and you hear a click and a boom. So let's open the bidding back up.
Sorry, mine didn't work for some reason.
All right, so Dave and Alex, why don't you both?
Kill surprise.
Alright, here we go. Yes!
Okay. So your eyes heavy. You manage to force them open, and you can see a dim flickering light spreading across the room. You are strapped to a table, and around you can see several Siamese thugs standing there, and you can feel your body is burning hot, and you just are filled with anger.
Okay. I try to So wait, am I still restrained? You said?
Yeah, you're still restrained.
Okay, so I begin to tell them about the prophecies of Gilgarath that I've read in one of the books, or no, the one that I spoke out loud in the mansion, not in the mansion, in the hospital, right? Like the sun rises, the moon rises in the clear sky.
Okay, sure. Yeah, right. Fair enough.
And I
I
tried.
don't remember exactly, but yeah, it's something like the mouth of the maw is visible
Something.
when the
Yeah,
crack and the stars and everything. Okay.
right. And I try to like confuse them to let go of me. So
Okay, and one of your skills was to confuse people, right?
It was, yeah.
Okay, great. Roll for it.
Where's my thing always switch?
All right. We'll open the bidding.
You're
there.
not confusing. You're very clear.
I gotta send in my bid.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Oof.
All right. We can stop the bidding there. Dave, you take control. So one of the men sort of chuckles and says something. You don't understand him, but you imagine he says something like, "She's ready," and he walks over and starts to like undo the straps.
Okay. I bide my time, waiting for each strap to slowly be undone. As soon as the last strap is undone, I make a break for it.
You're gonna make a break for it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Gonna run!
this room is enclosed. It's not a very large room. It's maybe 10 by 15. You're at a table sort of in the center of it. There is an open doorway at your feet, but the doorway you think you came in on seems to be closed.
Okay. It's
So you
closed.
can run, but you got to tell me where.
I mean, I'll go for the open doorway by the feet.
Okay.
The open hatch or whatever.
So as soon as the last strap comes off, this guy, tries to grab for you, but you leap up. So give me a roll to run here. Sick, great. All right, so you are too fast for him. You leap off the table and run into the next room. You can see there is something that looks like a gate, right? Almost like a medieval gate, and there's a selection of what look like makeshift jagged weapons along a table, and like some hanging from the wall. And all you can feel is this just like overpowering rage and hate just burning through you. And you can hear like laughter from the last room as the door swings closed behind you.
The only way forward's that gate, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. This is bad.
You're fine.
So let's see. What weapons do we have?
So there's like some kind of like stick. There's something that looks like a jagged piece of metal, basically. There's like a half of a broken bottle. There's
stick sounds good.
Okay, so you're gonna grab like this stick.
I'm gonna grab that stick,
staff,
and I'm gonna. I guess the gate's closed or the gate's open.
So you hear like a cranking noise, and the gate slowly begins to open.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure I know where I am.
Right.
So I guess I'll kind of timidly walk out into the ring.
Fair enough. So from you guys, now the investigators are peering down, and you see the figure of Kitty Kennedy emerge from the newly opened gate, staff in hand. We'll retcon that. And she looks a bit confused and dazed, but her eyes burn with anger. And you look across the arena towards the other side, and you can hear another gate begin to open, and out steps the figure of Santiago Alcatruz. And we will end.
I say, no, it's not possible. I slapped you off a plane.
And we will end there for this week. A little early, but not too bad.
We'll still have to figure out who won, right?
Yeah.
It was not me, I'll tell you that.
Kevin, let's get the reveal. What was everybody's objective?
Yeah.
Anyways, that was everybody is Kitty Kennedy. I guess the game is over. You guys all have 0 points. We should try to count up score here. Go
They
ahead.
will.
Yeah, Alex, or we can go down the line and just say what our...
let's go down the line and tell the objectives.
So my objective was to keep as far away from men as possible at all times. So I managed to do it once when I jumped out of a plane. So
I'm going to say that that's probably a 1 point thing. You also managed to so Dave. Wait, so do you count it when other people do it?
yes,
So Dave, I think Dave's like
twice.
rocket shipping away from everybody else probably counted.
Yeah.
I think probably trying to escape the pyramid also counted.
Oh my god, I hooked you up.
Yeah.
Dave.
And
I mean, I did. No,
I don't thi- I
I was
don't
gonna say
think
I threw a man down the stairs, but then I promptly went after him,
I
so
don't
it doesn't
think.
really
Yeah.
work.
I don't think that's-
Does killing the only guy in the room not count as
I don't
getting
think that
far
quite
away
counts,
from
no.
men?
So I think that's what. Is that 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Kim.
So my obsession was to slap a stranger.
A stranger.
And I counted no
stranger.
less than 4 slappings. Now,
Of strangers?
But they
whether
weren't.
they were not all strangers. So the first one was the actor. I don't know if we knew him or she was supposed
No,
to know him.
that counts as a stranger. That counts as a stranger.
Then there was Damon
what were you
Smoke, but we
for?
didn't know it was Damon Smoke right away. So
Right. So
that
I
was
think
weird.
that counts as a stranger. Yeah.
Then slap that person in the mental hospital.
Douglas Henslow. Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. I count him as a stranger.
And then finally Jacob got slapped in the pyramid.
Yes.
Whether Jacob still counts as a
Oh,
stranger
I missed-
to Kitty Kennedy is perhaps a matter of some debate.
All right, I'll give it to you just to tie it up. All
Oh,
right.
slapping a stranger is only a 1 point thing.
Yeah, of course.
No, I mean,
You didn't slap him.
Because, for example, my thing was to steal a car.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I would say that's probably a 3-point thing because there were no cars.
It does make it
Yes.
harder.
yeah, but if Kim's is a 1,
Right.
so because mine was to hurt people physically,
That's also a one.
so
That's
that's
probably also a 1.
fun. But like,
There
There's-
a lot of people. I
So
think you
I've got-
murdered no less than
I
3 people.
slapped the first person, whoever that turned out to be, the actor, and then I slapped Damon Smoke. I dragged the ladder out from under that guy. I think I slapped that guy too. I knocked Santiago off the plane. Does that count as hurting him? Are we counting all those other people that I accidentally knocked out of a plane, presumably to their deaths?
I think-
Unclear
I
about
think-
that.
Robin's going to be the runaway
Well,
Slapped
winner.
Jacob in the pyramid, threw somebody down the stairs, threw a book at somebody's head.
Well,
and killed 2
I think
people with an
just
axe.
the abject murder of 3 people probably puts you up on like nearly equal footing with Kim and Alex here, and then random other slappings probably push you over the edge. At least
Not to even count the
pushing the guy
emotional
up the
torture.
ladder.
The ladder, yeah.
At least pushing the guy up the ladder will put you even. Then in numerous slappings, I say, would probably at least total another point. So
through sheer violence alone, I win.
fair enough.
Sometimes it pays to be a murder hobo.
Yep.
All
I
right.
have excellent ranged axe throwing skills.
Well, what did you guys think of this system? The system is called Everyone is John. We played.
I actually liked it a lot. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was really fun. I think the actual system's supposed to be a little bit. You're not supposed to like jump between topics as quickly, but I mean this is
Sure.
because it was like Kitty Kennedy, right?
It's
Because
Kennedy's like
it's supposed to be a
fueled fever dream, right?
yeah, it's supposed to be like a push and pull, right? Like somebody's like, I want to go right, and as soon as the next voice takes over, he's like, well, I want to go take a taxi cab, right? Kind of like that.
Okay, cool.
I think
thought
it
was,
worked.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
That was interesting with like because it's just supposed to be like a one-off game with no other context, whereas us being like,
Sure.
oh, that's Santiago, and like maybe that doesn't have anything to do with Everyone is John, but I kind of want to like do this or say this.
I think it's a good idea. We should play this some other time when maybe a little unfettered. I think this was cool. Try to explore some of Kitty Kennedy's,
Inner
whatever that
secrets.
was.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked how that worked. Where I mean, you have so much content from the Trail of Cthulhu work in all of these previous kind of scenes and everything as
It's a good little
places
detail.
that we are.
Next
So
time,
that
next time we'll play Everybody's Gus as he meanders around the belly of a giant star god.
It's
Fair
kind
enough.
of like the dream sequence episode of Buffy.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Well, I thought it was a fun. We'll have to play a more untethered game at some point to see how that is. But this was Everybody is Kitty Kennedy. Shout out to Nick, who I think will be back next week, and we can see Kitty Kennedy's ultimate fate, or perhaps not, next week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But thanks, everybody. This has been Live from Beyond. If you were watching this on YouTube, come check out our Twitch channel. We stream every Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern. And if you're watching this on Twitch, come check out our YouTube channel. We've got a lot of other videos, and some of them are as good as this one.
A few.
Anyways, thanks, everybody, and have a good night.